1 year later, Madison Sterling sat in a small podcast studio. No makeup. Real hair. Cheap t-shirt. Yes, she told the host. Everything was fake. The cars were rented. The houses were Airbnb. The bags were borrowed. My life was a lie. And now, the host asked. Maddie smiled. For the first time, real. Now I'm happy. Less money. But real. Madison Sterling, 26, woke up every morning at 5:30 a.m. But her followers didn't know that. Because on Instagram, Madison lived in a luxury penthouse. In reality, a 400-square-foot studio apartment in Phoenix, Arizona. And that difference would cost her nearly everything. Welcome to Echo Tales, where real stories meet real consequences. Before we dive into today's story, if you love stories about social media, identity, and reality, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We share real-life inspired stories every single day. And I have a question for you. Have you ever presented yourself differently on social media than you really are? A small lie, a big fake? Leave a comment below and let us know where you're watching from today. We love hearing from viewers all around the world. Whether you're watching from Los Angeles, Miami, or anywhere in the world, you've probably seen someone living the perfect life on Instagram. But how much is real? Today's story is about Madison Sterling, 26-year-old lifestyle influencer. 2.1 million followers. Luxury cars, designer clothes, Beverly Hills mansion. All of it was fake. And when a mirror reflection exposed everything, Madison's empire collapsed in 48 hours. But the most interesting part? What happened in the end? Madison Sterling grew up in a small town in Arizona, Mesa, outside Phoenix. Her family was modest. Her mother was a supermarket cashier, her father a construction worker, 2 younger siblings. Money was always tight. As a kid, Maddie would see her friends' vacation photos, their new clothes, their big houses. And she'd feel something, longing. Envy. And a little bit of shame. At 18, she wanted to move to Los Angeles. She wanted to be famous, be rich, live that life. But reality was different. LA was expensive. Jobs were hard to find. Maddie started working at Starbucks, rented a studio apartment, small, dark, $800 a month, half her paycheck. But on Instagram she could be different. She started in 2019. First posts were simple: coffee, sunset, beach. 500 followers. Then 1,000. But growth was slow. Maddie studied influencers. What were they doing differently? Luxury. Aspiration. People were watching the life they wanted to have. And Maddie found an idea. In early 2020, her friend Laura invited Maddie to her house, Beverly Hills, her family's vacation home. Stay a few days, Laura said. I'm alone. Maddie stayed. And took photos. A lot of them. Pool. Kitchen. Living room. City view. Then posted, "Home sweet home, house sparkles." It was a lie. But the comments exploded. OMG, your house is goals. How can I live like you? You're living the dream. That week 5,000 new followers came. The first sponsor message came, a small fashion brand, $500 offer. Maddie thought, this is one time. A test. But money came. And Maddie noticed something: fake life was easier than real money. The next 2 years Madison Sterling ran a strategic operation. Cars, rented from Turo. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Range Rover. $300 to $500 per day, but worth it for photos. She'd write, "My baby automobile," as if it were her own car. Houses, Airbnb. Luxury villas, rent for 1 day, take 50 photos, post for 6 months. Followers thought she lived there every day. Clothes, designer, but borrowed. From friends. From rental services. Sometimes she'd buy, take photos, return, with tags on. Vacations, real but not. Cheap flight, stayed in hostels, but only photographed luxury beaches. Maldives getaway airplane, actually a 3-day budget trip. Restaurants, the most expensive places. She'd order one meal, take 20 photos, then not touch it. The look mattered, not the food. And it worked. End of 2021, 500K followers. Mid-2022, 1M followers. Beginning of 2023, 2.1M followers. Sponsors came, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, Detox Teas, fitness programs. $50,000 per month income. But Maddie could no longer tell the difference between real and fake. Real life was different. Maddie still lived in the Phoenix studio apartment. She quit Starbucks but had no social life, only Instagram existed. Every morning she'd wake up at 5:30 a.m. Makeup 2 hours. Outfit selection 1 hour. Photo shoot 3 to 4 hours. Editing 2 hours. Post scheduling 1 hour. Food? Usually fast food, in the apartment, alone. Friends? Slowly drifted away. Maddie was always busy, always on set, could never spend real time. Relationship? Impossible. How could she tell someone the truth? Hi, my life is a lie, my house is fake, my car is rented. Family? Her mother was sick, diabetes. Maddie sent money, that was real. But couldn't visit because followers knew she lived in Beverly Hills. Mental health? Bad. Anxiety constantly. Waves of depression. Sleep problems. But she couldn't stop. Because money was coming. Sponsors were hooked. And if she told the truth, everything would be lost. Maddie was trapped in a maze. One she created herself. March 27, 2023. Monday morning. Maddie had rented a new Airbnb, a villa in Malibu, $800 per day. For spring vibes at my beach house water wave. Morning light was perfect. French windows, ocean view, white furniture. Maddie posed. Coffee mug, Starbucks, brought her own but it wasn't visible. Chanel bag, replica but nobody would know. White dress, from Revolve, would be returned. Took 50 photos. Selected the best one. Added filters. Brightness, contrast, saturation. Perfect. Posted. And never noticed. Top right corner. Left of the French window. Small decorative mirror. And in that mirror, reflection. Background. Reality. Maddie's real phone, old iPhone. Real bag, from Target. And in the back, another room was showing. Dark. Small. Ikea furniture. Maddie didn't see it. 2.1 million of her followers didn't see it. Except one. Reddit user u/truthseeker 2024, real name Derek Chen, 34-year-old software engineer in Boston, researched influencers' fake lives as a hobby. He called himself a finfluencer, fake influencer detector. Every day he examined new accounts. Looking for inconsistencies. Contradictions. Proof. He'd been watching at Maddie Sterling for 6 months. Something was wrong but he couldn't prove it. That morning he saw Maddie's latest post. Zoomed in. And, there. Mirror. Reflection. Different room. Derek took a screenshot. Opened Photoshop. Increased contrast. Increased sharpness. Decreased brightness. And saw, IKEA cabinet. Cheap lamp. Small kitchen. Bingo, Derek murmured. Posted to Reddit. Instagram influencer at Maddie Sterling, 2.1M followers, is lying about her house. Here's proof. Inside, original photo, zoomed mirror, comparison with Maddie's other home posts. Within 6 hours, 10,000 upvotes. Within 12 hours, 50,000 upvotes. Within 18 hours, trending on Twitter. Within 24 hours, TMZ, BuzzFeed, Insider were reporting it. When Maddie woke up, she had 5,000 plus notifications on her phone. First thought, I went viral. This is great. Then she read the messages. Exposed. Liar. Fake. We trusted you. You scammed us. Her heart stopped. She went to Reddit. Saw the post. Oh no. Oh no no no. The mirror. How didn't she see it? How didn't she notice? The next 48 hours were a nightmare. Sponsors canceled contracts. Breach of authenticity clause. Fashion Nova, $25,000 per month, gone. Pretty Little Thing, $15,000 per month, gone. Detox Tea brand, $10,000 per month, gone. Instagram comments were poison. You're a fraud. I bought your recommendations, you lied. Unfollow. Report this account. Followers started dropping. 2.1M. 2.0M. 1.8M. 1.5M. Media tore her apart. TMZ, Instagram influencers' fake life exposed. BuzzFeed, the Madison Sterling scandal, everything was a lie. YouTube drama channels, 20 plus videos, total 10M views. And worst of all, others started investigating. Cars were rented, proof was found. Houses were Airbnb, listings were found. Clothes were borrowed, rental services talked. Everything was exposed. 5 days later Madison Sterling had dropped to 800K followers. No sponsors. No income. And she owed 3 months of rent. Her mother called. Maddie, I saw the news. What's going on? Maddie cried. For the first time. Really? Mom. Everything was a lie. I'm sorry. Her mother was silent. Then, come home, baby. Come home. Maddie returned to Phoenix. To her family's house. To her childhood room. 26 years old, failed, bankrupt, disgraced. Depression deepened. She didn't get out of bed for days. Closed social media, it was too painful. She thought about suicide. Seriously. One night, in the bathroom, with pills. But her mother opened the door. Maddie, please. Let's get help. Therapy started. Real therapy. Honest for the first time. No defenses for the first time. Therapist, Madison, why did you lie? I felt like I wasn't enough. I'm a poor girl. Nobody would like the truth. And now? Now. I don't know. I don't know who I am. After 3 months of therapy, Madison slowly started to heal. She went back to Starbucks. Barista. Minimum wage. But honest. And then, she went back to social media. But different. Opened a new account at Real Maddie Sterling. First post, no photo. Just text. My name is Madison Sterling. 18 months ago, I was exposed for faking my entire life on Instagram. 2.1 million followers. All built on lies. I lied about my house. My cars. My clothes. My life. I was ashamed of who I really was. A girl from Arizona working at Starbucks. But I'm not ashamed anymore. This is my real life. No filters. No lies. Just me. 1,000 likes. 200 comments. Most supportive. Thank you for being honest. We all fake it sometimes. Respect for owning it. Maddie continued. Every day. Real photos. Real life. Working at Starbucks. Going on the bus. At home, no makeup, watching TV. This is my actual apartment. 400 square feet, $800 per month. This is my actual car. 2010 Honda Civic. 150k miles. This is my actual morning. No designer coffee. Folgers at home. Slowly grew. 10k, 50k. 100k. But this time was different. Real engagement. Real connection. Real community. 1 year later, the Authentic Lives podcast invited Maddie. Madison, can you tell your story? Maddie told it. Everything. Beginning to end. No lies. No secrets. Do you regret it? The host asked. Maddie thought. What I did, yes. What I learned, no. I found myself. My real self. And are you happy now? Maddie smiled. Real. Yes. I have less money. Fewer followers. But I'm happier. Because I'm real. The podcast went viral. 2M listens. Comments flooded. This is the redemption arc we needed. Maddie is braver now than she ever was. Real is the new perfect. Madison Sterling today has 350k followers. No sponsors but 5,000 supporters on Patreon. $15,000 per month, half her old income but honest. Still works at Starbucks. Part-time. Because she likes it. The routine. The normalcy. Has a relationship. Ryan, 29, teacher. They didn't meet on Instagram. They met at Starbucks. He ordered coffee, Maddie made it. They flirted. Real. Talks to her family. Every week. Her mother is better. Diabetes under control. And started a new project, Fake to Real, consulting for young influencers. Be real from the start. It's easier. One evening, her old friend Laura called. Maddie, I see things are going well. I'm proud of you. Thanks. And Laura, that house. 3 years ago. I'm sorry. Maddie, it's in the past. Now you're a real friend. That matters more. That night Maddie posted on Instagram. Simple photo, Phoenix sunset. From her apartment window. No filter. Caption, home. Real home. 400 square feet of happiness. 50,000 likes. 3,000 comments. Top 1. This is what real beauty looks like. Madison Sterling looked at her screen. Smiled. 3 years ago, 2.1M followers was everything. Today, 350k real people was everything. Because being a real person was better than being a fake queen. And Maddie had finally learned that. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and be part of our Echo Tales community sharing powerful stories every day. Where are you watching from? Leave a comment below. We love hearing from our amazing viewers from all around the world.